I'll plant my own tree and I'll make it grow. My tree will not be just
the role of Helen Lawson in Valley of the Dolls. I see it as a marvelous chance to do some good acting. I don't think any actress could get a better role. I think there's a good chance to sing one song, and yet I don't have to depend upon singing. I like to act too, so I think it's going to be good. I hope I'm good in it. I hope the authoress thinks I'm all right. There are always 19 or 20 others ready to step into your place, I guess, and I know that the same applies to me, except I usually get fired before I can say anything else.
The book deals with pills to some extent. Have you found that prevalent around show business people?
Well, I find it prevalent around newspaper people, too.
It's a lot different than Dorothy.
Well, I don't take pills in this movie. I think everybody else does. Helen Lawson doesn't need them.
Do you think pills are part of our times then?
Well, I think you ought to check with the Lilly Chemical Company. I imagine they seem to be doing rather well.
Will you enter Mystery Challenger and sign in, please? All right. Thank you
And I
very
think I
much.
was supposed to mention a picture I'm going to do.
You do that.
Valley of the Dolls.
Oh, that's something. That's
Now,
yours.
I'm the only one in the book that doesn't take pills.
Judy is talking about the film Valley of the Dolls that she started and didn't finish.
Well, how are they treating you at Fox? Pretty well?
All right, yes. From what I can gather, I don't, I always get word through somebody else. And I think it'll be all right. I guess.
I was wondering, they got you a nice wardrobe. You're going to get a lot of pretty clothes.
Lovely.
I thought so.
I don't do much in a picture, I've got about 5 beautiful outfits.
You told me you had about 6 good scenes, but I finally read the book, Judy.
Oh, the book is, I can't read it.
It's
the most miserably written book I've ever.
Well, I'm glad.
I put more than 8 words in a sentence.
I'm glad you said this because overall I don't like the book, but I do. And several people, said it was so good, but I don't believe it is too good a book.
Now, I even like the carpetbaggers,
Yes.
That was kind of bawdy. But it was about Hollywood.
Yes.
But it was well written, I thought. And I didn't see the movie, but
I didn't either.
But I liked that book. I thought it was kind of a good, racy book. Not necessarily about Hollywood, but about things.
Things in life in general.
But I think this book, the authoress, beg your pardon, is just terrible.
I agree with you, Judy. I didn't like the book very well, but I
didn't read it.
But
I like the script.
Well, that's what you told me, and I thought if the script is good and your role is good, why that's what's going to count. And
well, now it can use a bit of improving. The song isn't right yet, but I have another song.
You do have another song now.
But I don't know if they will let me sing that. And if I don't sing songs, the song that Prevalence wrote, then I have to quit. I will be fired.
Oh, no.
I think that's...
Oh.
Well, I don't know. It's a kind of funny situation because I've always... You know, it's only good for the picture. I sing one song. So they wrote one that was disaster. So they agreed to write another one. Now, if that's bad, and they don't write well for me, as I told you.
I have heard a few of their things that they did.
They're probably good for somebody else. They're not right for me or for the part in this picture.
Well, goodness knows you do want the right song.
I've got a great song.
Yeah, I hope it works.
A great song.
Oh, boy.
It's called Get Off, Still Looking Good.
Get Off.
The idea is play the part and it ends very fast, like Rain That Comes Shine. But it's an original that was written for me, for this part.
I see.
So I don't have to dwell on, Judy Garland particularly, and yet it's great for me. It's as good as Over the Rainbow or Man That Got Away. But it fits the part, and I mean, if I don't accept the second song at Prevalence, if it isn't good, I get fired.
Oh, what a situation. Well, we'll hope things work out right because you'd want that song to be good. So many have asked me about playing the role of Helen, and they thought possibly, there'd be more songs, but apparently... Well,
no, there's only one song, and it has to be a great song. It has to be like, rockabye would be.
Yes, I understand. I understand.
And I'm on stage as in the picture, the only star that has staying power. And I have to show that. Well, Prevalence wrote the first song. It was a sad, dreary song called Try Again. Well, if I'm supposed to be the greatest star, why the hell am I supposed to keep trying?
Trying again? No. Yeah. Well, I can see where this has to be a good big song for you then at the end of the picture. It's got to be something that's right.
So exciting. No, it's not at the end. It's just, it's sort of before the last scene.
I see.
And that's the only. So if I'm going to sing one song, do this dirty picture.
Tell me, do you think, if you have any ideas about how Patty will... Oh, of course, you haven't read the whole role of Neely in the book yet either, have you?
Yeah. Well, I've read... I can't read the whole book.
Well, I couldn't either. I just skipped through. I wanted to know about Neely and because of what they'd said, and then, of course, I wanted to know...
Who's doing her voice?
That I wonder.
Well, maybe
she has done some...
Maybe they're going to use, as John Carlisle said, maybe they'll use my old soundtrack.
Listen, we were talking about that. We said, wouldn't it be wild if you played Helen and then they used your old recordings for Patty Duke? Now, how's that for a...
That'd be awful.
It's not a good...
With my luck, that'll happen.
Yeah, I read where they're going to shoot quite a few of the scenes on the Truesdale Estates there above Sunset Boulevard. I don't know if you know about this or not. It was in the trade papers. And I had just wondered that I never, of course, when you're on the sets, I've never mentioned coming by because I know you have to concentrate, but I wondered if there was some kind of a location where you weren't anything too demanding. Huh?
You can come on the set every day.
Oh, Judy.
You can come to any location. You can come to the pre-recording. You can do your always... I always need you.
Oh, how wonderful for you to say that. You know how I haven't, I've never thought of it at all while you were working at the studios.
Well, darling, I know you haven't, but
I really need
Well,
a little moral backing right now.
well, anything then that I feel if I were good for you, I would be there. You know that.
Just approval.
And I thought maybe out on the estate, if it was one of those nice estate and
Oh,
swimming
darling,
pools.
even if in the studio you can come.
All right, Judy.
Okay.
I would love to.
Will you?
You might let me know, though, when a day, maybe when you think, that would be right ahead of time, and I'd love to see you.
I will let you know.
All right.
When I'm going to pre-record, when I get the right song, and when I start shooting, and then we'll just do it if you would take the time to get moved.
I would
Because
love
it really gets, especially me, I'm a little nervous about doing a picture.
Well, of course.
At the time, if I'm more nervous, I wouldn't have any style.
Well, that's true. Remember what Ethel Barrymore said about that, and I guess umpteen others of the big people, Ethel and all of them, were always had stage fright, and that's what counts into your performance, I'm sure, too.
Yeah.
Well,
Did
look.
you talk to Tom at all?
Yes, I had a nice talk with Tom last night. I think you were with some people, and we had a nice long talk,
Well, let me ask him. He just...
If you talk to me,
Our test.
Sound take 833.
To be in. Ah, Judy, that's good. All right, now, expert. Should we see the back? Sure. Yeah, will you turn around, Judy, please?
Huh?
Oh, turn around. Oh.
Without a cigarette and a blindfold.
Oh, that's like great. That's nice. Turn all the way around. That's lovely. Let's move in. Move in. There. Right here. Close the camera. Yeah, right here.
You pardon me, but I do get the giggles.
How much coffee? You want some coffee?
No, thank
You had
you.
a coffee. All right. Want to see some hair? Hairstyle? Let's see it. Would you turn around? That's good. That's nice. That's good. You want to see the other side, Judy? Turn all the way around. About face. That's it. Great. The other side. All of you. Right.
Now.
All right, that's the cut. Thank you.
All right, save it. Please.
You want a wardrobe still in?
Sound take 834.
All right. Would you just turn around? Just easily.
I better, or I'll look like
That's good. Good. Now the back.
a fiery,
Oh, that's good.
burning monk.
Yeah. All right, all the way
Roll it.
We'll fix that. That's good. Front. And all right, in. And
Okay?
close to the top. That's all. I think it looks fine. Okay. That's a cut. Thank you.
All right, save it.
I'll plant my own tree and I'll make it grow. My tree will not be just one in a row. My tree will offer shade when strangers go by. If you're a stranger, brother, well, so am I. Come tomorrow, all that I see is my tree. Oh, Lord, what a sight. Let someone stop me, and I will put up a fight. It's my yard, so I will try hard to welcome friends I've yet to know. Oh, I'll plant my own tree, and I'll make it grow. My tree will not just one in a row. My tree will offer shade when strangers go by. If you're a stranger, brother, well, so am I. Come tomorrow, all that I see is my tree. Oh, Lord, what a sight. Let someone stop me, and I will put up a fight. It's my yard, so I will try hard to welcome friends I have yet now. I'll plant my own tree, and I'll make it grow.
I mean, the very first day, it was, it was going to Mecca. And she was charming and funny. Oh, very funny. But she was having a problem with alcohol, and I don't know about other things. And so the director, who was the meanest son of a bitch I ever met in my life, he kept this icon, plus this little sparrow. She was very thin at the time, and he kept her waiting and waiting. She had to come in at 6:30 in the morning, and he wouldn't even plan to get to her till 4 in the afternoon. Well, she was very down to earth, so she didn't mind waiting. What I minded was there were gentlemen around her who supplied her with wine and other things. And so when she finally did get called to the set, she couldn't function very well. What I left out was it had been a few days that we had gotten to know each other. I worshipped her. She made me laugh every time she looked at me. At any rate, instead of trying to talk to Judy, the director decided that, some guy from some delicatessen on 33rd Street should talk to her. And she crumbled. She crumbled. And she was fired, and that was devastating. She should never have been hired in the first place, in my opinion. And she needed the money.
I think Judy will always come back. She kids about making a lot of comebacks, but I think Judy has a kind of a thing where she has to get to the bottom of the rope, and things have to get very, very rough for her. And then, with an amazing inner strength that only comes of a certain genius, she comes back bigger than ever.
I feel the sun coming on, and I'm warning you, it's a victorious, happy and glorious new spring.
Suit that I mean, the one I'm wearing, not the pendant. The only thing I got out of that dirty, rotten picture is the Valley of the Hula. Terrible book. You know that woman who wrote the book? I think she once made a lot of money, and she couldn't write maybe 7 words in a sentence, and they were all I couldn't say those kind of things, and I didn't want to, but I still got the key to Darryl Zanuck's office. Oh dear, what's his name?
And show at the Opera House. Folks, we're going to take a little break here. You know, Judy Garland, because of her performance schedule, could not be with us here on the panel in person. But the other day I went down to the pump room a little bit earlier, and we had a very interesting few minutes of conversation. We have it on film. Why don't we all sort of watch it? I think everybody's going to be rather enthralled by it. Right. Let's cut to it and see what Judy has. And it's wonderful to see you, Judy.
Nice seeing you.
It's been so doggone long since we've caught up with each other.
I know. And I'm always sort of passing through. And
we're doing a one-night or two-night or three-night concert. Yes. And, of course, that's the reason for your visit to Chicago now, the 3 nights at the Opera House.
That's right.
Judy, on our program, we permit viewers to call in questions, things they would like to know about the star in question. So I have a few here, and I think I'm just going to pose them to you. Well, let's do it real easy and relaxed, and whatever you have to respond,
fine.
You do it your own way.
All right.
What happened with Valley of the Dolls, which so many people were hoping you would star in as you originally looked that way? Just roughly, briefly.
Well, I think it was a kind of a mutual agreement upon Fox's part that they fire me, and I wanted to get out of it because it's a kind of dirty role.
You
I was
didn't like
playing.
the script anyhow too much, eh?
No, but I needed money at that time, so I thought
Right now
I was that good an actress. But I just can't do that. I don't think people would like to see me swearing and being so tough. And
Well, this isn't certainly the Judy Garland image. That's right, not on the screen.
Choose it with your head, not your heart. Your device, I come to skies and wear it night and day. That's the only part to pray. If they're not playing ball, they'll play your part, a puppet part, as any puppet would, and then get on looking good.
About those dances. First place I haven't done the nude. I keep just falling over. And Liza, for heaven knows, is a marvelous dancer. And she's just counting me out. Because she's, no matter, I think it's that. It always makes me look like I've written about anyway. I don't want to break my image. You know, me. The value of the